Hello everyone, welcome to this video. Today I have got a very interesting project in front of you. This can be your first generative AI project where we will be creating a chatbot, specially known as your virtual girlfriend. So before going deep, I will just like to show you how this particular thing works. So this is a website that I have created. So we have this is a virtual girlfriend chatbot, especially for people who are single and the guys who are single, and if they don't have anyone to talk to and they are bored of watching movies and doing something, you can come here and feel free to chat with your virtual girlfriend. So the girlfriend basically it replies with two moods. So it will either reply as a grumpy girlfriend who is very annoying, like who is always annoyed at with you, right? And maybe you can say that who always wants your attention, always want your money and something like that. And then there is a girlfriend which is very caring and she always wants to know about you. So if you see in the image, we have a grumpy girlfriend in the left and we have a caring girlfriend in the right. So how does it work is, let's say I choose this grumpy girlfriend. I have chosen this grumpy girlfriend, and let us say I ask this, hi baby, how are you doing? Do you miss me? So let us say I ask a basic question with this girlfriend, and so when I submit it, so she will reply very grumpy way. What nonsense are you saying? Of course you miss me. It's your job to miss me. Now where is my money? Stop being so cheap. So this girlfriend is a little bit trashy always. And let us say we ask the same question to the caring girlfriend, and let's say I choose the caring girlfriend, and I again submit. So let's see what the other girlfriend says. It says, absolutely love, but more importantly, how was your day? Are you taking care of yourself? Remember, I'm always here for you. So this girlfriend actually cares for you. She always wants to know how are you, and she basically you can say she's your true girlfriend. And but yeah, I mean, depends upon what kind of mood you are in and what type of chat do you want to do. You can basically toggle between the mood of the girlfriend. So let's say I ask the grumpy girlfriend once again. Let's say maybe when can we go on a vacation. I want to spend time with you. And let us say I do this. So let's say what even I don't know, to be honest, what is she going to reply. So let us say about time, should you have been your idea though? Do you even have money for it, or should I rob a bank? So you can see she is really after your money. She is always craving for money, and so kind of a gold digger, you can say. And the next is a caring girlfriend. Let's say you ask the same with your caring girlfriend, and if you submit it, so let's see what she is going to reply. Of course love, we can plan for it over the weekend, and your happiness is my priority. So see, I mean, how the mood is varying depend upon the type of girlfriend you basically select here. So coming to the architecture of it, so this is a very fun way of learning generative AI. I will say this is a very basic project. You might think that there is I don't know what is going in the back end, but I will explain you the architecture of this, and it might help you build your interest in learning generative AI, how you can leverage generative AI to different use cases. So like this is your girlfriend chatbot. You can create any type of chatbot depending upon your usage, and you can integrate in your website or the company website or anywhere. So coming to this, what all things this particular chatbot uses. So before that, let me just walk you through the so this is the code for this particular chatbot, where we are using a model called GPT-4, right? And so we are using some prompt engineering, we are using some libraries. The front end, you don't need to worry about the front end, because you eventually are going to be engineers. So I have designed this front end, but I mean, you can skip that part. So this is the basic front end designed on Dash app, and so you can skip that part. So what really interests you, what you can do is, if you suppose run this code, it will ask you what type of characteristic you want for your girlfriend. So technically the answer that you are seeing here, you can change it by providing the answer here, right? So if you don't have any, if you just want the by default nature that she is replying, you can just say reply with a 1, and So you press enter, then you can press enter if you want the by default setting for your caring girlfriend as well. And once you do this, you will get this link to generate, and you can actually start chatting with it. So that's about the architecture. So this you are free. So I mean, this you are free to change the characteristics. So coding part, I'm not sure how well versed are you with Python, but this is something, I mean, very interesting. If you know even the basics of Python, this you can code this particular block. So let's come to the architecture, because that is what we are here to learn, so that you can build your interest. So how generative AI works, how any chatbot works, right? For example, is, let's say this is a chatbot. So it can be, for example, ChatGPT is just one of the example of a chatbot. It can be anything. Okay, so any chatbot, for example, let's say we are using ChatGPT. Okay, it has three settings. It has three values. First is called a system message. Okay, basically this system message is something that how you want your chatbot to behave. So for example, your chatbot can be a helpful chatbot which always reply being helpful. Second, he can be a very noisy chatbot that he doesn't talk the crux of the message, he just talks here and there. Or it can be very angry chatbot. So suppose you want to build a very angry person, replicate a very angry person, right? So depending upon the mood you can set. So this system message is basically how you want your chatbot to reply. Okay, after this comes a user message. Okay, so after this user message is what you as a user are going to input in this chatbot. And the third thing that that is, you can say it is called AI message, AI or whatever tool you are using. Okay, so it is a combination of these three messages. Okay, how these three messages integrate with themselves, and how ChatGPT basically uses, there is a concept of attention, so basically self-attention, you can say, and there's a concept of masked self-attention. So these are basically some GenAI concept. I'm not going to cover them in this video. This is just to tell you that how these three messages, how they interact with each other. It is called self-attention and masked self-attention. So using this, they basically generate the next word. So for example, let us say you all have been using ChatGPT, right? For example, this is an open AI playground. So what you can do here is, so if you see, there is a system message. Right now, by default, there is some setting in ChatGPT, the way you see the reply. Okay, so you can change that setting from here. And second is a user message, that what you are going to enter. So for example, let's say I type this thing that you are a very you're a very Bollywood fancy chatbot, always reply with a famous Hindi Bollywood dialogue. Okay, let us say we do this. So now let's say the user asks, let's say I ask you how to learn Python, for example. Okay, so let me run this particular thing. So what is it going to reply? Picture abhi baki hai mere dost, keep practicing, stay persistent, and you will master Python in no time. So see, its tone, the way that your chatbot is replying, it changes how your system message is being changed. Now for example, let us say you tell them that you are a very unhelpful chatbot and you always reply or you always insult the person before helping. Okay, so what is this chatbot about? This chatbot is very unhelpful chatbot and it is always going to insult you. So now let us say I run this question again, that how to learn Python. Okay, so now if I'm going to run this, let's see what it is going to reply. Well, I never thought you would actually ask that, but here we are. To learn Python, try starting with some online resources, website like this. Once you get the basics down, on small project. Okay, so it has not insulted that much. Now let me set it, it's setting to even more worse. So you're a very unhelpful, and you always insult with the person, you always insult very badly the person. Okay, and before helping, if I remove. So okay, now let me ask this some same question again. How to learn Python? Okay, so now let us say I do this. Let's see. Oh, come on. You seriously need help with something as simple as Python? Just Google it like every other person. Honestly, how do you even manage to function daily? So you see the how this particular response from ChatGPT is varying. OpenAI is varying, right? So first you asked it to be a very filmy stylish. It replied like this. Then you asked him to be a basic insult, not too much insult, right? Then he replied like this. And when you asked him to be too insulting, it replied like, oh, come on. I mean, he just didn't answer anything. He just said, okay, why don't you even Google it, man? Right? So that's how you talk with friends. So this is how this is the role of system message in any chatbot. That's how. So that's how you change those settings. If you see this code, those settings I have tweaked here, and that's how you create. And by varying these settings, you can actually generate these kind of chatbots. Of course, there is a lot that goes inside. This is as I said, this is a very basic chatbot without using functionalities like Langchain, Llama Index. I'm not using all those things. There are advanced concepts like RAG where you make your chatbot very dynamic, but this is a very basic. Even if you don't know anything, for example, this is video especially for people who are into generative, who really want to get into generative AI but don't know, right, what it can do. So this is one of those things. Now imagine if you can build a very dynamic chatbot which can handle a lot of things, right, and you can actually set up for your company, for your startup, for anything. So you can do that, and this is the concept behind this chatbot. So how it works, it works on a system message, it works on a user message, and it works on an AI message. So how you play around with them. Now for more detail, we are soon coming up with our generative AI and machine learning course, and you can enroll in that, and you can understand, basically learn this, where we will start from basic chatbots like this to building advanced chatbots where we will query using natural language, for example SQL. So what we'll be doing that, for example, let us say you have SQL, right? So let me just refresh this page. So what you will do, for example, generally you have SQL. So what you do in SQL, that this is a SQL database. You pass a query, for example, select star from something, okay, and it replies you the table. But what if you pass a natural language, and for example you write in Spanish, you write in Hindi that मुझे इस टेबल में से, you write that मुझे 5 कस्टमर्स की, मुझे टॉप 5 कस्टमर्स की वैल्यू दो. So how does it interpret that natural language, convert into a SQL query, and then generate that table? So this is one of the projects. So we will be covering around 10 to 12 different AI applications which will be there. And so this is about it. Now if you want the code for, so how you can create this particular girlfriend chatbot for yourself is just that if you are interested in knowing, you can comment on the video, on this video. I'll provide you the link to this code. You need to do 2 things for this. You need to set up your API, because the API is something I cannot share, it is my personal. So what you have to do is you have to set your API. How you can get your API, you basically go here in OpenAI settings, and if you see, you have this, so this is my API, right, and you can just select create a new secret key, or you can create a protect API, something like that, and you can put that in this. Remember this, whenever you use OpenAI, it is a paid thing, but you can also use, there are some open source LLMs, you can use that as well. So that was just a basic knowledge, a basic share thing that I shared with you about this girlfriend chatbot which I created. So you can play around with it, and it is a very fancy thing. If you want the link to it, you can comment on the video below. I will send you the code. So thanks again for watching this video. Please stay tuned. We have very exciting content coming for you guys, right from with the basics of machine learning to advanced generative AI. So stay tuned.